I think I'm recording. I'm going to dive in. This is Nick Smoot. I am one of the founders of BuildCities.com. And today I'm going to walk you through the platform and I'm going to show you some of the features and the vision, the roadmap, our values, and what we're doing, because I've been talking to more and more kind of creative communities across the world and they're across the United States about building together. And at our core, this is an ecosystem software. So it's a tool for people in cities to list projects and their skills, create events, create networks, show the events to specific networks, show the events to the whole city, show projects to networks, projects to cities, and then also collaborate on sharing skills, notifying each other. And there's even a model in it to do funding from city to city for projects. And we have a model around the membership, bunch of free tools, tons of free tools. It will blow your mind what's free. But then we're also taking some extra software features and about to turn on co-working hubs as like an Airbnb for co-working in different cities. And we're taking revenue off of this and it goes back to the community to then vote. If you're a member, you vote on how the money gets used in your community. It can go to just grant for the whole ecosystem. You can go to specific projects. It can eventually, we're working towards it being able to purchase equity, make grants, buy land, and that your community owns it and it becomes an engine for you. So we're doing our best to reimagine economic development in a crazy new way. And on the other side, we're trying to provide for governments and philanthropies and others tools that allow you to measure and see the goals of your community, your residents. What industry are they in? What's the most common thing? The skills that are being learned and taught and are already present in your community, and the events being hosted, the social, civic, and economic events that support the goals and the growth, the goals and the skills acquisition of the people within your community, and then allow you to not only measure that on a per capita basis, anonymized to the individual, but so you can see it, how many people, what skills, what stages. But you can also incentivize people to learn specific skills, incentivize people to set specific types of goals, and start to mobilize a more efficient marketplace around community and economic development, and provide some data feedback like a human and economic performance sensory network. And I have a vision and a dream that someday we'll be able to see cities all around the world as a person. I can see how cities are performing on the goals, the growth, and the gatherings going on. And I can go to communities and plug right in to the community and the economy and help build there. And I know what's the most common type of industry there, what the dreams and the aspirations of the community is built around, how I can plug my family, myself into this and bring my skills and also bring my credentials, kind of like this is how I've helped my community back in the other place I was just in. I hosted these events, I have these skills, I taught people these skills, I lent them to these projects, and I also started these kind of startups, or I launched a play, or wrote a film score with a bunch of people in the town. And you can take your almost like a resume of sorts that shows the work you did in the community tied to people and port it over to a new community and plug right in. So it's a big, big, long play, but we've come a really long way in the last few months, and I'm super proud of what we're doing with BuildCities.com. I would love for you in this to get on the platform. I'll show you in a second, but get on there, list your skills, list your project, list your communities, and if your city's not on there, there's ways to get your cities on there. We need people who are going to take ownership of building their local ecosystem, host events in the community, inspire people to get on there with their projects, and you become kind of the mayor of your town, and you get a free license to the Build merch. So build name of your city, build, this town, build Houston, build Austin, build Miami, build New York, build small town USA, build small town Canada, small town South America. You'll see 200 cities around the world already on there. And we want to empower you to do that. If you're a government leader or a philanthropy that wants to engage around this too, we'd love to talk with you about ways to more efficiently empower people to work together to collaborate on their goals. So I'm going to show you the platform. Let me present. Okay. Here we go. I am doing it, I think now. Whoa. I hope you're enjoying this. It's kind of crazy, but we're going to jump over here now. Not as much fun, but hopefully you can still see. So You'll see here, this is build a protocol for economic development, powering a network of startup ecosystems. You see all the different cities that are on here. It's mobile optimized, just so you know that. Here, you can see our values. If you click on that, it'll take you to a whole page that talks about our values. I'll show you some. So respect is greater than intellect. You can click on it, and then it opens up. Respect is the prerequisite to organic collaboration. Create is greater than consume. IRL over URL, that's in real life over online. We just kind of get into all of these different core principles. Oh, there's an AI group for the CDA machine learners going on right now. Sorry about that. I don't know if that popped up. So that's the values. Vision gets into the details of a multiplayer dream engine, basically is what we're doing. We're unleashing dreams. What do people want to create? I'll show you how this works in a second, but our goal is to build cities with dreams. I'll explain that. Our roadmap, this gets into how we're building the platform. Phase 1, 2, 3, 4. Phase 1 and 2 are in play already. 3 and 4 we're working on. This is a record of all of our State of the Union emails that go out to people for the public. We have private ones for folks who have been on our founding team and have helped fund it. And then this is a list of all the cities in Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, and Australia. You can see, click on Africa, Asia, Europe, a little bit bigger, North America, boom, let's go. Montreal, Nassau. So we have some other places. But if you click on like, Coeur d'Alene, for example, it's got a picture of one of the facilities there, calendar of a bunch of the events. So this is a public facing side, Google form to put more info in. There's some events going on tonight, 2 of them. That's the machine learning group. And then if you go down, you can submit stories about the city. These get posted and shared. You can also buy merch. Of this, 90% of the revenues go back to the community. And so you can see here, 10% goes to the platform, buy a hoodie, buy whatever. It's just kind of a fun thing, a fun platform. On the outside, this is the external. So then we go to launch it. And when we hit launch, as you can see, takes you into the portal. And so this is, by the way, it's currently, you must use Discord. We're jumping over to single sign-on, and that should be in just a few days. We're pushing live a bunch of new features, and the single sign-on will make it to where you can sign on with email, whatever you want to use to authenticate in. But currently, use Discord. If that's a problem for you, go get Discord, get over yourself, open an account and get on here. Don't let that hold you back. Discord is just like Slack, but for more of the kind of gaming community and younger generation and Web3. I didn't like Discord. I got over it. Get over it. Now, so cities takes you right into cities, global first. And then you can click on countries if you want to and like filter by that. So then it repopulates. You can see, all right, well, there's Dubai, and there's over 99 active networks within Dubai and 84 people, and all these people here. If I click on it, I'm not a member of this Dubai network, but it'll let me see the directory of all the people, the events going on within Dubai, the projects that are happening here. I can see by networks and skills, the community. I can see where it matches with my networks and filter against that. All networks, custom networks, I can design them. So you can see the skills here, community management, governance. But I can click on this person, Gabriel, for example, and I can see a picture of Gabriel. Knowledge as a service, self-transcendence, collective sovereignty, hashtag work3, ed3, refi, DeSci. I mean, this guy, I love it. But if I want to connect with Gabriel, who I've never met, by the way, Bali, Brisbane, and Dubai. I don't know where he is from, but it excites me. I could click on any of these for his Discord, message him there, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, or his personal website, any networks he belongs to, NFTs he owns, or digital memberships across different platforms. NFTs, it's a digital record of a membership card, and then projects that he has as well. So I can look at his projects. I'll show you the projects in a second. But if I wanted to, I can look at all the things he's good at, and he says things he's looking for. Great. So let's just jump over to projects for a second. So I can see here, these are just different projects by fellow builders on the platform. And I can click on them, like this one here, Foreign Studio, and it's by someone named Cyphermonk, upvoted 4 times, has a website. I could share the project. It's in development and it's based in Houston. Studio merges traditional craftsmanship with digital innovation, kind of get into the details of East End Maker Hub, which is cool, EEMH. So it's someone building a maker hub, and what they need, what their general asks are. And then you have more information where it's kind of threaded comments. If I like this comment, I can give it a little thumbs up. It's kind of fun, but it gives you some insight and it threads the comments down about the project. And this is a way that I could reach out to them and that specific person, CypherMonk, and say, yo, I really want to work with you. You're good at tumbleweed rolling and another tumbleweed rolling. Some people are joking around here, which is funny to me. But I see this project here. I can connect with them specifically on Twitter about it and say, hey, I really want to connect with you. Now, let's jump to, I've already shown you the networks, but or the cities. They're basically the same model. It shows you all the different networks. This works not just for the networks that you come in with from your Discord or whatever, but you can create a network. If you're a city, you can onboard a city. You can create networks if you fund the project, and a chunk of the revenue goes directly to the community Spark its growth, and then a small portion goes to the platform. And that way we can create networks. So you can have your own chamber network. You could have whatever subgroup you want as a part of a network. And you then also can put into the platform events that are just for the networks as well. So I'll go to the events tab. I can see there's a couple upcoming ones. There's 2 on there. There's a bunch of past ones. This was in Brussels. And so it was a conference in Brussels that happened. And a bunch of people used the platform to connect with each other there. The content from these off to the library. And so then you can see different events. Like here's one with Balaji, who's former CTO of Coinbase. And this is just, it's like, think YouTube meets nerdy stuff only. And so you can create content that's just for your network, content that's just for your city, events that are just for your network, events that are just for your city, or events that are just for the whole platform, or content for the whole platform. And there's also a treasury. Actually, I'm going to show you the dreams first, and then I'll get back to the treasury. And so in the dreams, this is an engine where we actually just, I believe, just shut it down. I don't want to connect my wallet and show you how this works, but I have a digital kind of wallet that holds my digital passports. And inside this gallery, if I connect to my wallet, it would show you, I think, like 90 different memberships that people have paid for. And we just shut this down a few days ago, but 90% of the memberships go to the pot in the community. And then those memberships give you the vote over the platform, give you special software features. You can create video chats under the collab button here. And then you get to vote over the treasury and how money is used to fund projects in communities. Hubs is where the onboarding of the new co-working buildings are going to come in here as well. And you can add your own city here. If you say, hey, I'd like to add my city, it's not on there yet. There's a way for you to add your city, and you have to be a member to add cities, and then we vote on it. But all these features, they're going to be changing. You'll notice that this is a little bit like Web3. We're leaning away from the Web3 stuff, and we're leaning into just the platform as a whole. And it doesn't mean we're going to stop Web3 use or the tools. What it means is that we're moving into an era where it's going to be running on the principles and the technology. So blockchain in the background, there is interoperability with different currencies. And it's going to be more to where a 70-year-old resident who doesn't know what a wallet is or crypto or anything else can still use this platform and buy a membership and vote on things. And it's being recorded on the blockchain. They're helping distribute fund to receive funds, and they're building their projects with their neighbors, while somebody else might be like straight Web3 to the max. Cool. Like, I'm Web3 grandpa. I'm not like I'm an OG, but like I'm the old man. And so when I say that, I mean, like, I don't fully understand all of it. I'm getting more and more excited about it, because I would agree Web2 has really been somewhat of a disappointment at times. And the internet has been used to capture eyeballs and just suck people into screens. And it really hasn't released an abundant future. There was kind of the fight over open source and what the internet could be. And it still is pretty cool. kind of an amazing tool, but we are working to make it even cooler, the coolest. And if you could imagine a sensory network that sits on top of cities, like a nerd dream dating app that's like, I have my dreams, I'm nerdy, I have these skills. How do I find people in my town with them? We're working on accelerating that using AI, machine learning, all these cool tools. And our dream would be that you could join our platform, list your skills, and it just sucks you in. All of a sudden you're being matched to events and projects that you can go collaborate with, and it's reclaiming your life to unleash the creator inside of you, that magic in you, that power that's in you to go add beauty and add value to the world by using yourself. Because I believe a lot of us are exhausted because we've been spinning our wheels in the mud. And exhausted is when you don't know your direction, you don't know your next step, and you're just kind of pinging the universe, hoping something falls out of the sky that like helps you become proud of yourself. And instead, what we really need is we need to be spent. Spent is when you know where you're going, what you want to do, and you're investing your time and your energy, and you're working hard. You might be tired at the end of the day, but you spent your energy doing something you believe in. You can look in the mirror and you believe in the direction you're going. You're proud of that person. It's a person you want to become. We want to build a platform that helps you spend your life well with people who are doing the same thing. And you can show up, be ragtag, ready to go, exhausted, and say, I want to spend myself. And that's what we're here for. So we're building the software engine behind that for countries, governments, cities, for individuals, whatever it looks like. We are just here to try and be a layer that is a network of networks, unleashing the power, potential, and magic in cities and reimagining community and economic development. It is high time that we lock in on the future together and go create, go build. That's why it's called Build Cities. We're trying to turn it into a city-wide team sport, a game. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me, nick@buildcities.com. If you have problems with some of the features or would like to see something different in there, please let us know. Reach out to me. If you want to be like a leader of an ecosystem, please reach out. If you want to spark one with some funding and kind of be a lead change agent in your town, let us know. If you want to get trained so we can put your city on there and some networks, we have a free path for you as well, where you read a book and then we do a once every 3 months training that you attend. And then you get to use the events tools and kind of some of the special software features inside of it. I'm going to be quiet now, but grateful that hopefully you watch this. And if you did, hopefully we talk, and hopefully this is the beginning of something very beautiful.